Hey guys, this is Coach Mark here from CrossFit Jungle Gym. Today we're going to go over our top 3 drills to improve our squatting depth. We're going to need a couple different pieces today for mobility exercises. You can do all these things at home. We're going to need an ab mat. It's going to be a soft foam pillow. You can literally use a pillow at your house as well. We're going to need either a foam roller or a spiky foam roller, even better, or a hard PVC pipe. Either one works best. And then we're also going to need either a bench or just something that's going to be off the ground so we can do our elevated pigeon pose, which I'll explain more in a couple of minutes. You can use a chair or you can use your couch as well for this movement. All right, so first up, we're going to spend 2 minutes per side. All these drills should take you 10 minutes if you fly through them. First up is going to be a quad smash. I'm going to use my PVC roller for this. My starting point is going to be right by my kneecap. I'm going to be laying on top of this PVC pipe roller while bending my leg. Now, bending my leg is going to be pulling the quad muscle through this PVC roller, making our muscles loosen up and release that tension we might have around our kneecap. So, I'm going to position it to where you guys can see where I'm going to go. I'm going to put it right by my kneecap. I'm simply just going to lay on top of this with all my body weight. So now it's going to feel a little tender, but that's okay. We're going to work through it. So 2 minutes per side, right by the kneecap. We're simply just going to roll to the inner quad and roll to the outer part, searching around. Now, once you find that tender spot or that tight spot around your knee, very simple. You're just going to pull your heel to your butt. And again, like I previously said, that's going to be pulling the quad muscle through the roller, releasing some of that tension or pain we might be experiencing around our knees when we're doing our squats. So just swiping back and forth, searching for that spot, and just pulling the heel to the butt. Again, 2 minutes per side. So whenever you feel like it's time to move up, you can move up a little bit closer. We're gonna work anything from our kneecap all the way up to our waistband. So that's all free range of the quad, and that's what we're trying to hit. So each spot's gonna be a little bit different than the other. Now I'm gonna do some crunchy stuff, and I'm actually gonna sit on that knot or that crunchy stuff, and I'm gonna pull it through the roller. And again, swiping back and forth, spending 2 minutes per side. Just work your way up. And I always tell people, go where it needs the most attention. So if you don't feel anything lower down, it's not tender, not crunchy, nothing going on, don't waste your time there. Move up and search for it. So we have 2 minutes completed. Very simple to compare side to side. What I want you to do is, I want you to stand up, kick the legs out, and I want you to test out an air squat. Now what we're paying attention for is we're going to pay attention to the side we just done, which is my right side. I want to pay attention to how my knee feels and also how my squat depth feels. It might be a little more shifted to the one side than the other, meaning that was probably very helpful by doing that quad smash. So again, 2 minutes per side on your right leg, on your left leg. Keep that leg bending and pulling through the PVC roller and go where it needs the most attention. All right, so now that our PVC quad smash has been completed, our knees are feeling a little more relief now. But now we're gonna focus more on the hips. We're gonna focus on more on the backside around the glutes and also around the hip capsule. This is not going to be your elevated pigeon pose. This one is going to feel a deep stretch right around the hip capsule. So first up, we're going to go on the right side. You're going to put your foot up on that elevated bench or the chair or the couch you have at your house. And fairly simple, you're just going to slide up all the way to the left where it goes on the side of your foot. And you're just going to drop your knee down to the bench. So now my back leg, which could be my left leg, I'm going to try to keep that one straight. Or if I need more attention, I can always go knee to the floor. But I'm not there yet, so I'm going to go with legs straight. So now, I'm going to make sure my front leg's at 90 degrees. My shin is nice and vertical and my hip is coming back straight onto my pocket. So leg is nice and straight. This is my elevated pigeon pose. So my front leg's at 90 again. Both hands will go on the bench and I'm just going to search around by kind of bringing my left pocket to my heel and then kind of bringing my butt off the bench. Again, I can drop that back knee to the floor. I can even cover up my toes and lean more to the left side. Again, whatever works best. We're going to spend 2 minutes here in total. You're going to have plenty of time to experiment around it, even rotate your body. And just see what works best for you. We'll spend 2 minutes per side. I like the one where I just go forward down on the bench because I like to really just focus on my breathing and being comfortable in position. So I like the person to stay a little bit lower down to my shin. Now, this is going to be pretty tight for the majority of people in the hip. So just take your time and really breathe through it. Once your 2 minutes is up, you bring that leg off. You will then test out an air squat. Push back out of the way. We'll then test out an air squat and always compare sides after you do one side and see how it feels side to side. Think about how it's feeling more in the hip and the back part of your leg. After 2 minutes completed on your right side, 2 minutes on your left side. All right, so last but not least, it is going to be the most famous one, the couch stretch. With our couch stretch, we're going to need that ab mat or that soft piece of foam or that pillow you might have at your house. You're going to need your couch or a wall. Either one works totally fine. But I want your ab mat or that pillow to be all the way against that hard surface so it doesn't go through it or it's not off the wall. Make sure it's nice and in contact with the wall. Perfect. Now, I'm gonna go on my right side again. We're spending 2 minutes on your right side and we spend 2 minutes on the left side whenever you're ready for that. So right side, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stand right in front of my ab mat on both knees. I'm gonna bend my right leg and I'm gonna point my knee right against the wall. I'm then gonna slide it all the way down the wall until it's in contact with the ab mat and right in the crease of that wall. Great. Now, let's get our shin close as possible and the top of our toes as well in contact with the wall. So if you're a little more tight in the hip flexor area right by your pockets, more in the quads, you might feel a lot of tension just in this pose right off the bat. Now me personally, I just love doing mobility. I'm gonna go up to now what is going to be our lunge position and our cow stretch, which is going to make more tension and give us more tension on that right side. So now, the left leg is up to the lunge position, so it's gonna get me off the ground, adding more tension onto my hip, right around my pockets, and also my quadriceps. So now what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna squeeze the butt on the right side, squeeze the quad, and we're just gonna touch the heel, and we're gonna touch your butt to your heel, and then we're gonna touch our pocket to the floor. We're gonna kind of floss back and forth. And again, we're just gonna maintain this movement, warming up the hips and the quads, 2 minutes per side as always. And again, these would be your top 3 drills for improving your squat depth in 10 minutes. So, perfect amount of time, quick, easy, and effective things that you can do at home. So butt to the heel, pocket to the floor, 2 minutes. After 2 minutes is up, you'll slide your leg off the wall. And as always, chest out to air squat. That's what we're trying to improve. So let me reposition my camera so you guys can see. Air squat, final result. See how it's looking. My hips have definitely increased. I feel a little bit. All right, so that is your top 3 drills for increasing your squat depth. If you guys like to see more of these videos, please post them in the comments below as I will put more out. And whatever you guys like to see next, let me know. All right, guys, have a great day.